It's your girl Zoe, aka Melanated Beauty, back with you guys again with another awesome YouTube video. And today it's gonna be my nails because it's been a minute. I ain't had no nails on for about 2 weeks. So I'm ready to bring them back to life, okay? I will be doing another polygel video because polygel is just awesome and easy to do, as you guys have seen from my previous videos. So check those out, okay? I'm gonna tell you guys what I'll be using today. Like I said, if you watch my previous videos, you kind of already got an idea of what I'll be doing. Today I'm going to try to do an ombre and glitter style. So, I went to YouTube University, of course, for all of this stuff. So, I got me some rose gold glitter from Claire's. I think it was, what did it say, $5.99, so it came out to like $6. I will be using my Joytii lamp. I will be using maybe, well, I've already started using it because I already prepped my nails. Shaped them. I didn't have to do too much shaping because the tips that I have already come shaped like this. But of course oh, you can't even see that. They already come shaped like this, so I just cut them off to how I want them to be. I have to practice on my shaping because they're not ballerina and they aren't fully square, so, but they still look cute to me. Alright, so I'm going to be using some bling today. My Modelines bling. I will, like I said, be using my drill possibly. I have me some primer and dehydrator. I'm going to use my Joytii base coat and top coat for this. I'm not going to use the base or top coat that comes with my polygel. I'm going to be using white and a pink polygel. Then I'm going to use my clear polygel as well. I'm going to need you some cuticle oil. Going to need you some cotton swabs. I will be using, again, alcohol. Alcohol is better than the slip solution. And my girl, long hair, pretty nails, she said that she got a kit from Amazon and their slip solution was like a gel because it cured. Pretty odd. She thought it was odd too. I'm going to use a dapping dish, of course. Then I'm going to use this brush here. Is stiff, of course, but this is going to be the brush I'm going to use to put on my glitter and my jewels. And then, of course, you have your Handy Dandy Polygel brush. It is stiff, of course, so you're going to clean that up. And then I have my spatula. I don't ever use this because it's just something else to clean and get messy, and I don't have time for that. Your nail files. I may or may not use them because I may just go ahead and use my nail drill. And then I'm going to use this little cup because I don't have another dapping dish for my glitter. And then I'm going to use possibly the alcohol wipes that came with it because there is a sticky layer on the base coat that I'm going to wipe off. And then it's a sticky layer on the top coat that you also need to wash off. So, all right, let's get into this video. All right, so I'm just making sure I got all of the polygel colors that I'll be using for this set. Go ahead and pour some of your alcohol into your dapping dish. And as you can see, I literally put like a splash in there because you really don't need a lot. And in order for your polygel nails to last longer, you want to make sure you have this nail primer here that I'm putting on my nails. And you put it on all 10 of your nails, of course. Then step 2, your dehydrator. You really, like I said, these are 2 things that you really, really need for your nails to last long. When you go to the shop, baby, this is what they're using. The link for the dehydrator and primer will be below. So, of course, I'm going ahead and prepping my brush that I'll be using for this because it does get a little sticky. So, of course, with your polygel, you want to have a base coat. So that is what I am putting on here. You do a thin layer of base coat on all 10 of your nails. And then you go ahead and put them into your nail dryer for about 30 seconds. But like I said, make sure you get it on all 10 of your nails. Sometimes I do one hand at a time, the one hand that I'm going to start off with first, but it's up to you because it is a sticky solution that you'll need to wipe off afterwards, which is what I'm doing here. And sometimes your nails can still be a little bit sticky and you'll pick up little particles here and there. So you can either do them all at the same time or one by one, doesn't really matter. So here I'm going to start off with the white first because I'm going with the ombre look. And I'm just doing it at the tip first and pushing it down and patting it into the areas that I need it to be in. It doesn't have to go all the way down to your cuticle, but it can go close. It just really depends on how much you actually squeeze out. And as I was going, sometimes I could realize that I was using a little bit too much or using the perfect amount, but just use what you think that, you're going to need. So I'm just making sure I have it into the shape that I want it in without, a lot of bumps and lumps or whatever. And then you go ahead and put your nail into the dryer for 30 to 60 seconds for this part, because when you add the next color polygel on, you don't want it mixing in. So you just go ahead and cure it. And I went ahead with like a darker bubblegum. I would say it's like a darker bubblegum looking pink. And just add a small amount of that onto the nails, closer to the cuticles, but not too close, because I am going to push it down onto my cuticles and then brush upwards, as you see that I'm doing here, so that that color can go ahead and blend in with the white. But I noticed here that I had a little bit too much, so guess what parts of the polygel pen I used? I used a scraper, guys, for the first time. So I went ahead and scraped some of that extra polygel off and went in and just cleaned it up, made it ombre a little bit more, made it blend, and got that extra off. It didn't have to be perfect, of course, because it's ombre, and I will be filing it as well. So didn't have to be too perfect, but as I kept on blending it and pushing it up, I still realized I had a little bit too much. And like I said, you really do not need as much as I put on here, but of course if your nails are longer, you're going to need a little bit more. So just work with what you got and get an idea. So I went ahead and started on my next finger here. Of course, like I said, I went ahead and put the white on to the tip first and just patting it down, making sure I have it looking as neat as I want it to be. And I'm gonna do a different pattern here, so I'm just going ahead and doing the nails that I'm gonna have white on first. And then once I get done with those nails, then I'm gonna have that tip on. Of course, I'll go ahead and cure those so that I can add the next color of Polygel on, which will be that dark bubblegum pink color. So of course I went ahead and tried to use a smaller dab this time because of course I realized I didn't need as much. But during this process, I still went ahead and took off a little bit extra that I had on there, and there's no harm in doing that. So I took that extra and scraped it off, and then, like I said, put it onto like one of my other nails. You guys have seen me do this in one of my previous videos because I didn't really want to waste my polygel, so I just added it onto the other nail that I'll be adding this color on. Do it, save y'all polygel, it's convenient. So like I said, I am going to do a design here. So I'll be using the white polygel on my ring and my middle finger here. And I'm just going to take a small amount of it, not as much as I would usually use, because I'll be encapsulating some of this beautiful rose gold glitter that you can see right here as well. But yeah, I'm just taking a small amount and adding that on there and pushing it into place, as you guys have seen me do numerous times in my video. So just going ahead and pushing it into place where I need it to be, cleaning it up and all of that. I actually really like clear polygel. You can do so much with clear. So I'm cleaning off my brush a little bit, wiping it down, and I'm going to just dip it into this glitter here and adding it on top of the polygel. I have not cured this nail yet because I'm going to actually cure it with the glitter on there. So I'm just going to, it's many ways that you can do this, but I chose to do it this way, and I've also seen it done this way as well. So then I go ahead into the ring finger and I add that clear polygel on, and I'm just repeating the process here with the encapsulated glitter nail. So here I'm just making sure I got all of the glitter in place and none is sticking up like too crazy on the edges, and then I let it cure for 30 seconds with this one. It doesn't have to cure like the full 60, and I'm saying this because I'm going to go in with a clear top coat of that polygel, just a thin coat, because like I said, I'm encapsulating it, and this is the way that I am encapsulating. Just add a really thin layer on top. It doesn't have to be the same amount that you used on the bottom, but again, like I said, I used a thinner coat on the bottom as well because I was doing this encapsulation. And being that I'm also doing ombre, I'm going to go ahead and put some clear on all of my fingers so that when I go ahead and use my file, I won't be taking away any of that color from the white or the pink or the ombre color at all. So if you're doing some encapsulation or ombre, you want to make sure you have an extra coat of polygel or acrylic or anything on there so you don't get that, so you don't rub off your colors here. And then when you get done with that second layer of clear, just go ahead and pop your nails into the dryer for a full 60 seconds. And this is how they came out, guys. Really cute. So I'm done with both hands here. Then I'm going to go ahead with the filing. You don't need an e-file for this, but I'm still learning how to use my e-file, watched a lot of videos, and it just makes it quicker, and I enjoy using my e-file versus the files that I got off of Amazon that actually were pretty crappy. So I'm just going ahead here, like I said, and doing my filing. So the filing process doesn't take long at all, especially if you lay your poly gel down correctly where it's no lumps or bumps or air bubbles or anything like that. I'm taking the file and going underneath my nail like this, like I wish they would in the shops, because sometimes you have extra acrylic and poly gel up under there. It's just poking and sticking and just real extra. And doing this, you can also file the nails a little bit thinner underneath if need be. But I didn't need to do that here. Just, like I said, cleaning up, making sure it's nothing extra up underneath there. And dusting off any extra dust, going in with my top coat. So I'm only putting the top coat on the two nails that have the glitter because I'm going to go ahead and add some jewels on. So add your top coat, and at this point I'm just going to go ahead and dry them in the nail lamp. Well, cure them. And then get out the jewels that I'll be using. I had to open up my phone because I had to look at the design that I was going to be using. So for my rhinestones, these days I am using the rhinestone glue that I got off of Amazon. I will leave that link below. I'm just adding a thin layer of that to my nails, and then I add the top coat onto the entire nail, as well as making sure it's getting inside of that glue as well. And then I add the rhinestones on top of that. And for me, it just depends on the amount I put on there, or if I see my jewels moving. I will go ahead and cure them sometimes one by one, or I'll try to get my whole hand out the way, or any other nails that I'm doing, and just cure it. But the jewels were moving too much and I didn't want them moving out of place, so I just went ahead and cured it after this. It just depends on how you do it. Putting the jewels on is literally the most tedious part of the nails, but I love them. So I just take the time and add them on there anyway. I don't record all of this part for you guys because, like I said, it's just very tedious and it takes long. And that's just too much for you guys and relatively boring for you guys to watch me do this part. So I'm just going to show you these few nails here. I didn't do the design exactly how it was. You know, I switched up the pattern and all of that and put the rhinestones all around my cuticles. And this is how they came out, guys. I think they came out like really good. All right, so make sure you put them cuticle oils on. Get your cuticles popping. So I'm done. And it came out cute. So I got this idea from this picture. So it's kind of a remake, but yet with my own little way, kind of, because like I said, I used the rose gold here, and then I put jewels all the way on my pinkies. And in the picture, I'm pretty sure she did not do that, but I think they came out pretty darn nice for my first time doing ombre. I have to continue to work on my shaping because I still feel like, of course, it's not the best. They could be like more crisp, but that's a part of adding the product onto the nails and filing it down correctly and making sure you add like the perfect amount to get the correct shape. But like I said, I feel like it came out pretty good. Comment below and let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at Melanated Beauty for updates on my giveaway that I will be doing very, very soon. And like, share, and comment on this video. Make sure you guys like, share, and comment on my Instagram pictures. And let me know, like I said, what you guys think. Did it come out really good or not? Peace, love, and hair grease.